got the intro. Hello and welcome back to the finish line. We're back. It's been 2 fucking years since we were all in the same room together.
16 months, 17 months.
It's been a while, lads.
It is. Well, Tom, how are you since Sunday?
I'm good.
Italia. No, sorry. I won't be like that.
It was heartbreaking. I'm not going to lie. It was heartbreaking. I don't normally get into the whole supporting England too much because it's always disappointment. But I think the banter of you guys just made me get into it. And by the time we got to the final, I was fully involved, and Luke Shaw scored, and you're like, it's gonna happen. And then you try and sit back and defend for like 60, 70 minutes of a bloody football match, and it's just not gonna happen, is it? So and then Pickford saved the penalty, and I thought, oh my god, it's actually gonna happen.
That was a good save.
Very good save.
Yeah. But look, didn't work out, unfortunately. But they're very proud of them, actually. I think they did very well. And fair play to Italy. Like, if there was another team you wanted to win, it was Italy. So yeah, it was good. It was a good tournament. I'm not even gonna get started on the
whole
Wembley and racist stuff. It's just shocking.
It's ridiculous.
And just always people let you down. And I was saying to someone, there's people who support every team in every sport, and there's a percentage that'll let you down. Why is there so much more of a percentage in English football fans?
I have no idea.
Why? There's just such a, like, every sport and every team, they'll always get a few idiots who let you down at some stage, right? But why is it England football all of the bloody time? There's so many more people. Like I was saying to someone there as well, all of this breaking into Wembley. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to get started. I am. All of that breaking into Wembley.
It's going to be long.
If you saw that in a third world country, you'd say, Jesus, did you see that? You'd go, God, don't go there. Like, that's dangerous. Like, Jesus, avoid that place like the plague. It's happening in Wembley, lads.
Sure. Your man, one of the Olympic fellas, his gold medals and stuff got robbed out of his mother's house.
Lando Norris's watch.
Yeah, watch got robbed. Like, how would you even think about going to that yourself, let alone bringing your kids to it? It's just a joke. It is a small minority, but there just seems to be a large percentage of it.
Small minority.
There's a large small minority at this stage. Like, the shit that's going on online is absolutely ridiculous. We were sitting in the hotel on Monday, and he was just going through all the shit that's been said. It's ridiculous for missing a penalty. Go in their shoes and you stand in front of 90,000 people. You make that long walk from the halfway line down, and you see how you feel.
It's a football game, lads. I have to say though, it's the first time it's happened in a long time. I was away for a few days, and we watched in the hotel bar, and it was good crack. There was some people cheering. There was guys in England shirts, and there were a lot of people cheering on Italy, and it was a good bit of crack, like, you know. And we were cheering for the penalties, but got a bit of abuse actually. Managed to be told that it's not the players, it's not the English players I don't like, it's English people.
That's a bit harsh.
There's just no need for it, lads. It's a bloody sport. Like, it's football. It's any sport.
Hey Tom, what does Lassie and football not have in common?
Lassie came home.
Yeah.
Look, they're a young team, and they'll have another chance, but they will never have a chance like that again. But it's sport. Chill out.
Get over.
There's no need for it.
It's grand. Now, glad now to get off your chest.
Yeah.
Still hurting though, isn't it?
Oh, it does a little bit. Yeah. I think all the other stuff hurts more because it's like just people making fools of themselves. It's like everything, like racism, bloody people being homophobic and stuff. It's like, let's get on with your own lives.
It's the same in any bloody thing. Like, we get messages, you get messages, we all get messages. Like,
we get fucking YouTube messages all week.
It's like just get on with your own life. Be happy for yourself.
Just one from or two and we'll cross the line. It'll be the worst thing you ever do. But anyway, on to matters at hand. Punter Challenge is back, and we have a few announcements to make very, very soon. There is courses and tracks after being, of course, in fact, same goddamn thing, after being added. So we're just, well, I say we, Hollywoodbets, are sorting out the dates and what races and meetings are going to be added to it. But it's coming very, very soon. We've been talking to them last week, and it's all been confirmed, and they're just finalised everything. Myself and Dave were away on Monday up in Dundalk. Had a great day, didn't we?
Yeah, it's good. What's now?
Shout out to Crown Plaza Hotel for giving us the best, and I mean this, burger and pint of Guinnesses I have ever had in my life.
It looked good. I was very jealous. of you lads.
We came back after the races.
Some of the nicest food I've ever had.
Talking about the races. Bar 1 racing, they had a pitch up there. Me and him walked past. Hey lads, did you get value?
No.
Swear to God. Him stopped and looked back.
Yes.
I was like, surely not.
Legend. Brilliant.
So,
I can't wait for the three of us to get back in the race.
We met a few people up there actually knew us. Like it's weird.
Yeah. Even like we have a lot of people like message us and stuff and whatever on like a regular basis. And I can't wait to meet them in person. There's some really nice people out there who get in touch. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Looks like we could be going to Champions Day, all being well. Well, going on Galway, probably not. Going to Galway anyway.
Did you register your interest for the tickets?
I did.
Good.
I also registered my interest for media passes, which are bit easier to get your hands on.
We got well looked after. Shout out to Jean.
Jean looked after us very well up in Dundalk now. And so did Elaine with all our gear and all our. Check out these nudes.
Lovely. Very fancy.
I forgot when you do. I have them up in the house.
Yeah, thanks. Out of sight, out of mind, isn't it?
We also have golf t-shirts for the golf day.
Ooh, I have one of those.
Yes, I have them up in the house. Speaking of golf day, where's the picture? We have 6 spots remaining, 6 tee times remaining for the golf day in Waterford Castle. So again, it's on the 20th of August. It's a Friday. It's 160 per team, 4-ball scramble. Prizes again are all expenses paid trip to Punchdown Festival next year. Visit the Henry de Bromhead's star-studded yard, courtesy of Pimlico Racing, aka Tom. We have a load of Hollywoodbets merchandise as well, jackets, t-shirts, and so on and so forth. And we have stuff from Waterford Castle the way to give away for longest drive and closest to pin and so on. I need to click the intro again. So if you want to hold a place for that, email the finish line 2017@gmail.com and we will look after you and get you all the information you need. It's going to be a good day. We have a load of people coming down, a few familiar faces that we won't reveal yet. But, you know, we go crack, and we have dinner as well as included in that price after it in the clubhouse. So we're all sitting down at 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish.
There's a lot to live up to for the dinner I had the other day in the Crown Plaza.
Oh, my God, that was unreal. Now, Tom, I genuinely, we say
this... I go
back
up there just for it. I go up to stay
every bite you take, it was a different flavour.
There's about 4 different sauces, and honestly, I go back up to that, stay in that hotel just to have that burger.
And do you know the way he's a fitness man and all this crack? I've never seen a man to eat so much in my life.
Oh, I swear.
All those fitness people do that. They're like, 6,000 calories a day, shit. I eat about 3,000 calories a day. And it's got
lemon tart for dessert.
A load of goujons for starters.
Unreal.
He had a mountain of pints. And then he had the burger and chips. And then he went for the tart. And I say if there was a dessert 2.0, he would have went for it.
I'm going to do it right if I'm going to fucking do it. I'm telling you.
Breakfast as well was unreal.
Crown Plaza Hotel Dundalk. Go there. If you're up living in Dundalk, never been, go there for food.
Or if you're going up to...
You shan't be disappointed.
Shan't. The second we walked in, we knew it was going to be a good day. We walked in about 10:30. The room's hardly going through. Come on, chance around.
7 million times going to Punchdown. Never got no room.
Walked in. All right, lads. Reservation for Andrew Halligan. Yeah, there's your key, lads. Enjoy. Sorry, what?
So you shared the room, so you'd expect 2 single beds. No, two double beds.
Oh,
like lying on goddamn clouds.
I thought I was going to get a bad part of it then.
No,
share a bed.
There was a bat
and
a shower. It was massive.
Yeah.
It was great.
Sorry.
Well, look, hopefully next time the 3 of us can go.
You were off hiking up bloody Mount Kilimanjaro or somewhere.
I went on a staycation that involved hiking up a 2,500 foot mountain.
That's not a vacation.
Why I thought that was a good idea,
Was that your idea?
No, it was not my idea. And Siobhan just kind of went along with it and said, "Oh yeah, it won't be that hard." And then as we're walking, like,
So your legs are sore.
We're walking, say, a tenth of the way up, and you have to go up this way, and then you cut across, and then you get onto the proper mountain. And there's a massive mountain here, and we're walking up the path, and Siobhan's like, "It's only at the top of there." I'm like, "You see that over there?" She's like, "Can't. There's no way it's that high." But it was foggy. She couldn't see where you're going. You had no idea where the top was. It was awful. It was horrific. Coming back down was even worse. Knees are in bits, full of stones it was. Calves are like rocks.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll have a burger instead.
Burger and a few pints.
Yeah, you definitely had the right idea on Monday. Anyway.
What else do I have down here? I am sweating so much in here.
Dave, talk about doing it right. I never knew Dave had a sauna at his gym.
Are you? Am I the only one this top is literally sticking to me?
I'm alright.
I was sitting
cooled now.
I'm sunburned from today. I was out in the back all in. I've just totally forgot to put that on. Sunburned, like,
that's your own fault.
And I'm roasting now. Let's do this now. Anyway, boosted doubles are back tomorrow. We had a good week last week with 22-1 and 19-1 on Friday and Saturday. Back tomorrow. You'll see it all on our social medias. Since we didn't have talking points last Sunday, we will look back on some of their performances very quickly. Well, yeah, because when this is finished, I'll be down about 2 stone. Where we start? Yabir, your fella for the week.
Yeah, Charlie Appley just has a string, a good 3-year-old.
Like a menopause or something here.
Wow, half flushes. String of good 3-year-old colts, long distance, mile and a half horses. I think they gelded him, and I think he done more of what they expected the last time. But yeah, it was impressive. Very striking turn of foot.
Yeah, he looked the winner a long way out. Tom, your nap went in?
What was my nap? Sandrine. Yeah, no, I've literally been away since Friday. I've had a lovely time, but I didn't see much racing at all. So.
She won well, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, no, I saw she won well. That was nice.
Alazi done what we thought he would do if he went in the battle. So Ron Priest, he done it from the front.
He's losing his willy.
You got that right, in fairness. He was disappointed, wasn't he?
He's losing his willy.
Is he?
Yeah.
William Haggis said he's a gangster. Anybody that rides him says so when they come back. So they're gelding him and putting him away, and then he'll come back.
And he won't be riding.
It's very talented, but you can see that he doesn't put it all in, and he's his own way of doing things.
Snow Lantern. Very, very good performance in what looked very good Falmouth Stakes.
It was a good race. I was annoyed because it's so hard to pick. And she was the first one, then I went off her and went on Primo Baccio. I say Primo Baccio is a good horse, but Snow Lantern, good. Another Frankel filly.
She's very good. She was one of the horses that got the double up on Saturday. Got a good ride for Shane Evie. Looked at the top 4 or 5. They're very, very good horses. They probably, you run that another 6-7 times, you might get a different winner each time. But
didn't see it.
Oh my, that's gone down. She won by 6 lengths on the bridle. I told you all about.
I actually went racing on Saturday.
Where were you?
I went to Limerick.
You're at Limerick.
Saturday. Lads, did you see? No, I was so excited. I've watched it every day since. Did you see Alice have her jump? Oh.
What I was more interested in was the picture you were talking to Rachel Blackburn. You were just going, "Hi, Rachel."
Yeah.
Look at her eyes.
First time meeting Rachel. She was really good. We had I think we had about 12 or 13 syndicate members there, which was great.
Nice.
And she finished third behind Turnpike Trip and Druid's Altar. Even there's no the heat. She jumped like a bunny. I'll
drop her down to 2 miles. Do again, same thing again.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a horse jump like that in their chasing, David. Like, she was getting 5 strides off, and even if she was a bit wrong, she was accelerating.
Yeah, I even texted you after, and I said every time she's seen the fence, about 6-7 strides out, she started accelerating into it.
Runs into them, puts herself perfect, jumps them. So yeah, I can't wait for her. She looks. She's a horse. This is the Grand Sancy, which probably explains a lot when you look at her how she runs. She's
mental,
keen and a bit of a head case. Yeah.
She could be the one, Tom. She could be the one.
There's a lot of them are nice now, but yeah.
But you know what though?
Tracing anyway.
She's still no Shauna.
Well, she hasn't won for us, has she? So there you go.
We've won 2.
Still no Shauna. Road on Galway 2 weeks today.
2 weeks today. I'm sick of driving up and down, but that won't go up. Starman, July Cup, beat Dragon Symbol. That was a star performance. Excuse the pun.
I actually saw this, so I can comment on this.
Jeez, I wasn't going to ask you. Go on.
He was really good, actually. Yeah, it was really impressive. Like he won that going away. So yeah, I mean, it's a case of what if, isn't it, for Ascot if he would have run? I mean, we were all napping him next best, and yeah. And
what happened on Saturday? No one of us backed him.
And yeah, none of us backed it. I honestly didn't know if you give the weight to Dragon Symbol, but yeah, Jesus, he did it really well, didn't he?
He looks head and shoulders the best now after that. Like, there was no hard luck stories. They all came there with their chance, and he just took off like a rocket.
It's mad, isn't it? Ed Walker didn't jock off Tom Marquand, or Tom Marquand got. He didn't get fucked off, or Frankie Dettori like last year.
He went from jocked off to fucked off.
I still don't understand why trainers do that.
You're hangry, aren't you?
I just don't understand why trainers do that. Like, you have a jockey that's used to the horse, and they get rid of him for Frankie Dettori. It's happened 2 years running now.
And what happened?
Horlicks both times.
But it's when it's the likes of like Tom Marquand and Adam Kirby. Yeah. It's not as if it's a £7 claim.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a new lad like that's only come into the house.
Yeah. Oh well, that's his own fault. Shame on you first time. You're just a fool the second time. Right, we are going to just look on Saturday's races. We were looking at Sundays, but there's so many entries in the racing at the Curragh on Sunday. You just don't know what's going to turn up on what.
We got jumps race to talk.
We have.
I got excited when I saw that.
We have racing from the Curragh, from Newbury and Macca Racing. We have the summer place. We kept the best to last. And yes, I do mean the summer plate is. Well, you shaking your head. Last week you were bitching and moaning about the flat. Now we're doing a jumps race and you're bitching and moaning about it.
It's just not a good race. Like.
It is.
I've no idea what's going to win it.
I'll tell you
from the start.
I'll tell you who's going to win. I'll tell you who's going to win. Don't worry.
You say this every year. You never back the winner.
Yes, I do.
You don't. Not at this race. You don't. It's flat season, Jack.
Yeah.
No, all wrong.
No, don't. Watch. Trust me. Come back to me on Sunday. We are going to start anyway on Curragh, the 250. 5 furlong Sapphire Stakes over 5 furlongs. And the odds are scrolling across the bottom there. Logo Hunter's favour came from the dark, is second favourite, and so on. Thompson, you're back in the picture with us all. Take us away on this.
I hadn't actually seen the odds for this, and now I'm just seeing them. Look, if Kane for the Dark was to come over, I would be interested in him. He's going to have plenty of weight at 9 stone 9. 5 to 2 is a fair price. Measure of Magic is another one, obviously, isn't it? The Johnny Murtagh horse.
He is in unbelievable form.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying, in fairness to him. That's only got 9 stone 2, so that gets £7 off of Kane from the Dark. To be honest, the horse I don't want to go against him. A bit of a short price, but Logo Hunter has really impressed me. A little bit of a horse. Trained by Michael Brown, who has a lot of breeze up horses. Is rated 113 now. 9 stone 5 on his back. 6 to 4 is pretty short, but I don't think I'd want to take him on.
Thing that worries me with him, he hasn't won on good ground, and the weather we're having now, it's going to be good for him. It's literally 20 past 8 in the day, and it's still 24 degrees outside.
Yeah, he was second at Navan, and he's won at Dundalk. And Dundalk can be rattling fast, and it was especially at the start of this year. It was so, and he's not the biggest horse in the world now at all. So yeah, I don't know. He's got to go and do it, but it wouldn't necessarily put me off him anyway. It's not
bad. I was just putting it out there, playing devil's advocate. Who rode him? Was it Declan McDonough? I think rode him one day and said this is the best sprinter in Ireland. I think, and then he was meant to be sold to Japan or something like that, and then never went through. Going on that, he's going to be hard to beat. What do you think, Logo Hunter?
Say it every year. The English sprinters are probably £10 better than the Irish sprinters. It's just something that the English do a lot better than the Irish.
Do you think they'll come over here with Kane from that?
If he comes over, I'd back him, but I'm unsure. Stable's in tremendous form. They have good sprinters, so he knows where he stands. I think he would have won the race, the 5 furlong race at Ascot, to be honest. think it would probably be run to suit him as well. Fast pace, and he'd come pick up the pieces. So if he came over, he'd be the one for me. But the price discrepancy in Measure of Magic and Logo Hunter,
That's a big word for him.
I don't get seen as measure of magic.
He fucked it up straight away.
He went with the big word and you
Measure of Magic.
You sounded professional there for a split second.
It didn't last long. Has beaten Logo Hunter already, so I don't get the price difference there. I would be going with Measure of Magic. And the fact that Johnny Murtagh stable just can do no wrong at the moment as well.
Yeah, I'm willing to take on the favourite as well. Look, it came from the dark, came over, I would be all over him. Like the form behind Arecibo at Sandown is probably the best form on show. If he doesn't, I really think this is going to be set up for a closer as well. Like he's going to be a closer, obviously came from the dark, and I think Romantic Proposal, 7-1, 8-1, I think he is. He's going to be held up from the back, and he's going to come flying through the pack. He won so easily and impressively last time out. A sprinter in form on the back for Winder always wants to stick with. I think the way that this is going to be run, it's going to suit a close, and I think it's the way to do it is to focus on the closes. So if Came from the Dark comes over, I'll be all over that. And if not, I think Romantic Proposal will and might cause a big shock in this. So Logo Hunter's probably going to piss up. I have no idea what's been. This is just my thinking on it.
They're just very open, aren't they? There's a few I wouldn't be surprised if they won, but
they just beat each other a lot. Like Logo Hunter's coming in here. He's the horse on the up. Came from the Dark, you can say is on the up. Then the rest of them are much as like Measure of Magic has beaten Logo Hunter on this ground. I think what Dave said is perfectly right. The 5-1 to 6-4 is too big. The rest of them are just much. You have Make a Challenge in there as well, and horses like that who
on soft ground.
On soft ground, it's going. I will be shocked if it's not good deferment places on Saturday. Shocked, because there's no sign of rain whatsoever, and it's 20.
Oh yeah, it's rattling. We're getting a heat wave this week.
It started today. It's like 25 degrees now, and I think tomorrow's meant to hit 26, 27 for the rest of the week. So it's going to be good deferment place at least. All right, I'm going with Came for the Dark, but if he doesn't come over, Romantic Proposal. Tom?
I'll stick with Logo Hunter, but obviously the prices are a bit short. So,
Dave, what's your word of the day?
Came for the Dark, from the Dark, or Measure of Magic if he doesn't take the trip over.
Moving on, we are going to. Oh, Jesus Christ! Snowfall wins. Move on.
Yes.
Is that what price it is? Oh,
I
looked at this today, and again, I didn't see any prices, and I was like, surely this is about.
All right, I'll rephrase this. This is the Irish Oaks, the Grade 1 Irish version. Snowfall is 2-7 on. What follows her home? Baron, she loses a leg the size to not wanted and drop like 20 pounds in the rating.
I go with Willow each way, but otherwise it's just fairly substandard.
How far does she?
Substandard, but like
she's miles better.
Snowfall should be miles better than the one.
It is substandard, if we're honest. There's nothing there going to give her a fright. 3/4 of the field is Ballydoyle.
It's just amazing how, like, you look at her form. Like, she won her maiden in the Curragh, and then she went 4th, 5th, 9th, 8th. And finished up her year then. And she came back and she won at York and bolted up at Epsom. Like, to improve that much, it's incredible, really, isn't it? And then
she had to turn herself inside out, like, since last year.
The week in which we lost Galileo.
Yeah.
He is the damn sire. There's not much getting away from Galileo in these good Coolmore families, but she's by Deep Impact. So there's just gonna be more and more horses now. I'd say this is actually going to be as bad as it is. Galileo is obviously a legend, but it's going to open it wide up now because I don't think they have one that they're nailed on that is the next Galileo.
There's no one that they have that's even threatening to do any. No, because it's never going to be anything like Galileo, but even threatening to produce the horses he has.
Yeah. No, the only thing is all of those mares have to go to other stallions now that have gone to Galileo. So it's going to be a really interesting time to see who takes over a bit of that mantle.
Next 5-6 years are going to be very interesting. What are you saying?
Yes, Franklin's doing very well, but obviously he's not a cool.
He's not cool more.
Yeah.
Some of his have a bit of a quirk with the pulling.
Camelot's doing well.
But, Camelot's doing well, yeah.
What?
Nice horse won a Killarney by Camelot today.
They're going to be stayers, aren't they? I think we're coming up.
Speaking of good horses, just totally off. We seen a horse up in Dundalk on Monday. River Eden. She absolutely pissed up. She won her barrier trial. We were talking about on the way up. She won her barrier trial 2 weeks before it from the front. Absolutely hosed up. I think the third in that one since turning in. She was absolutely swinging on the bridle. I think she won by what? 8 lengths?
She won by, she's very impressive.
Wherever she goes next, I know it was a maiden at Dundalk, but by God, keep an eye on her.
I'll throw in Divinely to chase her home. Was third in the Oaks, finished fourth then at Ascot. I think one of those tough Galileo horses, and give her a good chance of chasing her home.
Yeah, what Tom said, I'll go with that.
She's a half sister to Found that Divinely, so you just wouldn't put it past her. So run her race all the time, So
is there a chance of her getting beat?
Chance of anything being beat?
But there is. And we are going to be on rattling fast ground now. But would I back her at 2-7?
God,
absolutely no chance. But it's going to take a lot to beat her on what we've seen.
Phillies as well, so you can throw in a bad run.
But it'll need to be a hugely under power run for her to throw this away.
It wouldn't surprise me if a different.
I'd be sure. Yeah, because it does reminisce kind of these. Say, for instance, like a race at the car, like that St. Leger, where a horse in front, like it happened in the Derby 2 years ago, was when Anthony Van Dyke went off sharp price favourite. Was it? And
I think so.
Someone who was a horse in the pink of Coolmore won.
Serpentine.
No, it was the year before that.
That's happened.
Norway or someone like that won it. Oh, he's a hurdler now. Did you hear that?
It's not a country now.
No, the horse Norway.
He's going to jump it.
He's gone jumping down in Australia, and he absolutely bolted up.
Oh, down in Australia.
Yeah.
I remember winter a couple of years ago, the grey filly that was after winning all the Group 1s. She won the 2 Guineas, won the Coronation Stakes, won a race at Goodwood, got bet at Leopardstown the Matron Stakes, and she was 1-4 on or something. Another Aidan O'Brien horse won.
Oh, it can happen, can't it?
Right. We are off to the Hackwood Stakes at Newby, 3 o'clock, and we have it's a good little race, and there's absolutely zero prize for guests. I'm going to stick my flag to. Diligent Harry is finally going to win.
He's running, is he?
He is. Look,
he's on their turf though. They always pull him out on their turf. They'll probably wait for Wolverhampton in a week's time.
Shut up, you.
Probably a conditions race.
Oh, get back in your car, go to Wexford so I can look at you on the screen.
He was definitely the best horse in the race at Newcastle the last day. It ran on the wrong track.
No cover, no nothing.
No cover, it pulled too hard. So I said that day I'd back him again the next day. So
and Chill, who won it, was only 4 lengths behind Starman on Saturday. So
yeah, I would be going with Diligent Harry. He should have won that day at Newcastle, but you'd think he'd be more streetwise now.
He's 9-2. I think is a fair price. No, and Nahar has a lot to prove after his run at Ascot. It was a piss poor run. King's Lynn is just after leaving a sour taste in my mouth. He was chucked in. I'm looking at the camera and seeing you in your head. He was absolutely chucked in for that handicap at Ascot, and he got I don't know whether he got a bad ride or he just wasn't good enough.
Bastard horse, that's what he is.
Doesn't win enough. I don't like horses that find a way to keep getting bit.
I'm still going with him though.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Yeah, he got no run in the King's Stand. I would have finished well closer. And then in the Wokingham, he kind of got no run again. And I just got so stuck in. And I'm still not over that day of gambling at Royal Ascot, to be honest. But yeah.
Good points that day, though.
Left good points, bad gambling. Left a sour taste in my mouth, that thing. But I keen to take on Nahar. How'd you say? Nahar. Just after the last day, keen to take on him again. I'll give King's Lynn another chance. Diligent Harry is the unexposed one, really, isn't he? You still don't know how good he is. You don't know what he can do on turf. Wouldn't surprise me if he went and won, but I wouldn't back Nahar at 13-8 anyway.
It's just this time in the season where the 3-year-olds they're getting weight, usually win as well. That's what was so impressive with Starman last week, because generally 3-year-olds win that race.
Yeah.
So,
and he bolted up.
He did.
Yeah. Well, you go, man.
Diligent Harry.
Oh, Diligent. Oh, listen, sorry. Yeah, I think this could be the time for him to shine. So there is. You're going King's Lynn again, Tom?
I'll take King's Lynn and give him another chance.
My mouse is jumping all over the place. Yeah, King's In and 2 for Diligent Harry for the Hackwood Stakes. That's actually...
How you see this far away is quite impressive, actually.
I'm genuinely winging this. I can bear. I'm squinting my eyes to see it.
That's a long way.
This is why I need to get a TV for in here. I had one, but then Ollie took it because he wanted to play his Switch on it because his brother has one for his PlayStation 5. Things you do for kids. Where are we going next? This is a total guess. I don't know if I'm on the right race.
Here's that one.
Yes, the Super Sprint. Again, odds. I'd usually call them out, but they're scrolling across the end of the screen. I can't even see them. So, I'm trying to see. Hold up, now you enlarge the screen. There we go.
That worked out well,
but I had to go back.
Now. Look, by the way, I'm just going to say, no wonder you two look bloody great and I look like shit at home. You've 2 massive lights up here, like right shining down on you.
You still look shit. What are you on about?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm a bit worried about, actually. I've just played an hour of football. That's my excuse for looking awful. But
I look like a fucking...
The light and setup is quite impressive.
I look like a beetroot. Roasted.
You really do look like a beetroot. Yeah.
Absolutely roasted. Anyway. Super Sprint Stakes. Dave, who's winning this? We've 2 battling
a flying fuck, to be quite honest. And
yes,
that's exactly how I
very
feel
moody today, isn't he? This is what I have to see with.
Absolutely. The worst race of the year. Every year. Now it's worth a lot of money, and if you win, fair play. If you back the winner, you'll win a few pounds as well, because usually it's a mad price. But it's like the races at, what's that Ascot meeting where they have like all the different countries?
Oh, the
Shergar
Cup.
This race and that whole meeting, absolute puck. So there you go. I'm not picking one. I'm not even sticking me.
Oh, careful now. Careful.
Opinion down on that for the viewers, and someone says to me, and someone backs it and lose their money because it's terrible. And they're all different weights and they're all different.
It's very noble, yeah. But pick one.
No.
Gun to your head, who'd you back?
Sylvester de Souza.
Who's he on?
Don't know.
Is that a filly or a colt?
That's a jockey. Because he'll probably go from the front, so at least you'll see the horse.
There's like 20 million horses in this.
Oh.
It's always the same way, though. The horses that come out from Ascot are always at the top of the market. I got sucked into this, I think, 2 years ago. I think it was a Richard Fatty horse, and he was beating a nose, and he's beating like 40 lengths in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is an absolute bookie benefit race. I think like 2-1, 5-2. There's a couple horses. Like if they win, all well and good. But like there's about 7 million horses in the race. Why are they only 5-2?
Like the third.
The only time back to winner this was Zebedee, a grey Richard Hannon horse about 10 years ago.
I actually backed him that day. He went the red with the green.
A peach of a ride by Richard Hughes.
Great jockey.
I can't remember any past renewals of this race.
I just remember he was grey.
I'm not surprised.
I remember I was in Dundrum. And
he's a dirty grey kind of colour, yeah.
Zebedee.
I remember Zebedee, but I don't remember any of these races. And as soon as I clicked on the free, because Andrew just gives the time and the course, and I looked on the 340 at Newbury, and I said, I hope Dave knows what wins that, because I ain't got a clue. So,
do you know what, Tom? I was hoping the same.
Yeah,
I just had the top two.
Spend that $5 on a bottle of beer or something.
If you're having a bet, back something each way, you pick a jockey or pick a
But you know what is? It's genuinely is easier to pick the winner of the Grand National. Because even it's ridiculously so easy enough to get the Grand National winner these days.
Did any of us back me?
Not one of us. But like even the third favourite there is a one-raced horse.
Yeah,
one race.
5 furlong 2-year-olds in the middle of the summer, all progressing and growing at different speeds, all different weights to do what race they won or what maiden they won.
Give us a look. I want to scroll through for a second.
It's just a mad race.
Like when you kill the time, you give out a bit more.
No, I've had enough of the Weatherby Super Sprint Stakes. Well, I think it's worth a lot of money, but fair play.
How much is it worth?
Sienna Bonnie, 16-1. There's the winner. Kate used to have a rapper called Bonnie. A lot of logic behind that.
That's how
Richard Hannon and Richard Fahey tend to try and win the race with a good horse because it's worth a few pounds instead of going for like a listed race or a Group 3. So you might have a way into the race that way, but it's not for me.
Anyway, so
I've no idea.
Okay,
I don't even know half of this.
See, I knew if I put this in, he'd start giving out. You were 2 days ago. You were very chirpy.
I am chirpy. I've had load of winners the last couple of weeks. I'm very turbulent. I'm just being honest. Like, that's a very hard race to be picking out winners for.
Very true. Now, moving on to the piece de resistance.
What the hell are we going to nap in next best?
I've no God. You literally in my head. What the hell am I napping?
Diligent Harry.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I know what I'm doing now. The summer play at a marker race in the Grade 3 handicap chase. Jumps are back. I've seen Paul Nichols putting up a post. Frodon's back in training. And I don't like him, but God damn, it's good to see. Go on, B. Don't you go on, B.
He won the King George last.
Oh God.
Frodon. Yeah.
He did.
Oh my God. Christ. Yeah. That actually did happen.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Wow. Do you reckon Shona would stay 3 miles around?
Yeah.
Jump a fence.
Get over a fence now. Right.
Yeah.
Summer play it, lads. The jumps is back. Tom, come on. We were talking about flat races for the last, 3 months? Time to shine.
Yeah, I said
value for me. Shout out to the Bar One Racing Man as well again. Can't believe it.
Yeah, I got excited when I saw this, and then I went down through it and I said, oh my God, I don't know what the hell is going to win this. I'd give a shout out to Dance Idol, the now Dan Skelton trained mare. She's an 8-year-old. She's pretty consistent. She runs her race normally. She's unexposed enough over fences. She finished second at Cheltenham in April. Won in March. I'd give her a little squeak maybe. The other one is not the original, is it? But it's the favourite. He's probably got a hell of a chance.
Yeah.
Looks like he's improving. Looks like he's improved for a fence, really. Won at the October meeting last year and was third there. Then in November, I thought he would have won that day, actually, to be honest.
So I backed him.
Yeah, but he's a horse who is relatively unexposed, likes winning, has run to a very high level. He's run to an RPR in the 150s, I think. Yeah, he ran to 152 last time and 149 the time before. He's right at 147, but at this time of year, good ground, bit of weight, it shouldn't bother him too much. And yeah, to be honest, he's probably the rightful favourite, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree. He should be the rightful favourite. Dave, where are you going?
I go with Captain Tomcat, but Frankie de Burley will probably win because his form is like 2, 1, 4, 1, 1, 3. And that 2, that 4, that 3, I backed him. And that 1, and that 1, and that 1, I didn't back him. So he'll probably win.
So you're not going to back him?
Nope.
So I'm going to back him.
Captain Tomcat.
I'm going with present and counting. This horse has turned his form upside down since he's gone chasing. He was a bang average hurdler. He didn't look like he wanted to know about the game. Went over fences, won first time up, won by 4 lengths, I think. Got beat the last time. He got a bit of a muchness right. Then came back last time and absolutely bolted up by 20 lengths. He was we called him winner a mile out. He was travelling so well. Brian Hughes just let him pop away. That gave him a mark of 135, but that still leaves him on 10 stone 11, which is a nice race and weight, and he gets a lot of weight off Captain Tomcat. Brian Hughes is in good form again. Donald McCain's horses are flying, and I think the way this is going to be run, there's a bit of pace to it, but I think he can just sit in behind pace. He's good, very, very good jumper. I think at worst is going to be placed. I think he's 8th one. He's 6th one. He's the one for me. I think you get a favourite a hell of a lot to think about. Jump racing. So good.
Looking forward to that. But yeah, tough race though.
That's stuck to this year. Not even funny. It's genuine, not even funny.
That's what you get for wearing a pink t-shirt.
At least they're not wearing an England shirt after getting bet in Euros.
It's England rugby though.
It's England rugby, yeah.
Rugby!
Oh, the Lions are on. I've missed the Lions. I missed the Lions again, lads. And they're playing.
We were literally only talking about this up in the hotel. There's no buzz around it this time, is there?
Well, it looked like it was going to get cancelled there for a fucking few days, but
I'm surprised if they don't get cancelled. South Africa's gone absolutely mental.
The Lions is more of a buzz when they're playing Australia or New Zealand. It just is.
It's when you can get crowds there and you can get footage then of all the people touring and stuff. It's a bit like the Euros. There wasn't that much of a buzz around the Euros because it wasn't in one country.
Well, I was buzzing with Italy. That's all I know.
But no, the Lions thought the team. Razzie Erasmus is pulled the fast one now. It's the it's the South Africa A that the Lions are playing tonight, and that would normally be a very weakened South Africa team, and they'd play their main team for the test matches, but they've only had like one warm-up game, so he's put most of the players in the South Africa A team.
Oh, Christ.
And he then had the cheek to turn around and say, can we have another warm-up game against South Africa A? And Warren Callum was like, no, I'm not going to play a fifth test. Thanks very much. So,
do I know the score?
Go on, what's the score?
That looks like a cracking game going on the score.
No, don't tell me this.
63 minutes in, they're losing by 4.
17-3 to South Africa A.
17-13.
17-13. Jesus. Can't read now. I can't believe I'm missing that. Alan went to shout out, and this is why I wondered why the other day. I was like, you don't watch, like, even Liverpool. I don't watch that much football anymore. I watch a lot more rugby. And I think what happened at the Euros kind of reminded me why. And then Alan Wynne-Jones, 2 weeks ago, dislocates his shoulder. He's flying out of South Africa now.
Legend.
What a hero.
He's a robot, that fella.
He's just insane.
They're like jump jockeys. They're just made of different stuff.
Yeah.
They're on did Rory Best on not Off the Ball, what's it? But whatever the RT show, 2FM show is that Ruby's on. And Donncha O'Callaghan used to be a really good show anyway. And he was saying, like, they were saying to him, like, about, can it be done? Can your shoulder go in that quickly and then be back? And Ruby was like, yeah, I remember I did it at Newbury one Friday, rode on the Saturday.
Just nonchalance, throwing it out there.
Can you withhold the pain barrier? That's all it is like.
I remember
it's probably not advisable for him to do it.
It's like, how Cheltenham was I watching it? He fell off Noland, I think. Was it Noland? He fell off a horse like that anyway at like the November meeting or something. Ruby did. And he was trying to get him to take him to hospital to put it back in so he could come back and ride in the race later.
It's like,
just one, didn't it?
It's the same. You watch the AP McCoy documentary, Being an AP. Where was he riding? It's a Sandown or Newbury or somewhere like that. He's running with one arm.
Oh, it was Worcester.
So rode with one arm, still won.
It was Worcester. He was riding a horse in maroon colours, so it was really keen as well. And he's literally riding with one arm.
You could see him like that, arm tucked in like that. Was it his ribs or his...
I think he did his ribs, yeah. It was ribs and his collarbone. And
built differently.
Yeah.
Mental, like.
It's the mentality, like, But yeah, fair play, Alan Wynne-Jones, coming back to the...
Right, Tom Wright, Galway's around the corner. Update
Yes.
Pimlico, who's going, who's not going? Or who might be going, who?
There's a couple of might be's. I got Shoner penciled in for there's a mare's handicap hurdle north to 135 on the Wednesday. There's another race or two as well that we might enter in on the Wednesday and see. I'm
still not over Shamor.
No, look, you look back at it, that was actually a really good run just because of how it worked out, tight track, 2 miles, good, really good fast ground. Not her gig. Looking forward to her. And then there's maybe a race for Alice Averill.
She'd be electric around there.
You imagine her. I'm just seeing her coming to the two.
Oh, she jumped the boat from in one go.
She'd be like ping ping. We'll see where she goes. And then Cotty actually is declared. She runs at Kilbeggan on Friday.
Nice.
We'll see what she does there. But
maiden
in a maiden hurdle, yeah, I'd say we'd probably just end up with Shoner at the minute. But yeah, we'll see. We'll talk to Henry and see what happens. But
all you need is a flag bearer up there. That's all.
Fun times, exactly. No, I'm really looking forward to it. So
yeah, and you're going up.
I'm going up. Siobhan can't get time off work.
Look at the big happy head on him. Look.
Sorry if you're watching.
Not climbing any Galway mountains. No chance.
I did the disappointed thing, and then I was like, oh, 2 nights on my own. I was like, yes.
What will I ever do?
I know. I'm going to the spa on the Thursday and everything. I'm booking myself into the spa. I need a break. Funnily enough, hiking up a mountain doesn't feel like a break.
No shit.
2 days off. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize that. So
not a break.
I don't. And I feel.
How long did it take it?
2 hours 20 up, an hour and 50 down.
Ah, stop.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Sounds cat.
It was, Dave.
Sounds like one of the worst decisions of your life.
Yeah, it was.
And then when you got up there, it was foggy. You couldn't even see it.
Oh, you couldn't see anything for like half the way up. There's one stage you couldn't see. You could hear people like, and you couldn't see anyone like 10 meters ahead of you. It's ridiculous. So,
any scary moments you nearly fall?
Yeah, I fell twice. Yeah, I just got to the bottom nearly and fell flat on my arse. Yeah. So, yeah, I made a dick myself, which isn't hard for me, is it? But I actually kept we got sticks at the bottom because they looked cool. So like wooden sticks that they sell for like.
Seen you look like St. Patrick going up there.
And we were like, oh, they look cool. So we were like, we'll get those. Oh, thank God we had them. I see why they sell them now. You need a walking stick going up there.
Bet you charge like 50 euro from or something.
€4. And you got €2 back if you bought it back, or €4 to keep it. I kept both of them because I said I'm going to frame them now. When someone comes in and says, what the hell are they? Say, I climbed Croat Patrick.
That's to remind me never ever to climb a mountain again.
Because I'm never doing it again.
Anywhere.
I knew I didn't like hiking before I did it, and I just didn't think it'd be that bad. I just never doing it.
How don't you? You have to walk that way.
It is literally
for like 4 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours 20 to get to the top of the mountain. Like, why? Like, and you go there and you couldn't see anything.
No.
Did you do a little Rocky dance when you got to the top?
I don't know. I was too tired. I couldn't move. My legs were shaking coming back down. And
I can imagine you just rolling back down. Just end me now. Any other news before we go?
Oh, just busy.
No. Still got a few shares available as well if anyone wants. Baron, we've got shares available in Baron Wild. Lovely 3-year-old to go juvenile hurdling. He's going to be fun.
Trying Fertile Horse?
This
is where you say yes and this is where you sell it.
We'll see. No, he's rated. No, he's rated 67. He looks like a jumper and a stayer, and he's by Zoffany. You'd hope you'd get to one of the spring festivals, yeah?
Like Zoffany Bay.
Like Zoffany Bay, yeah. And like that, Jeff Kidder was only rated 60 something last year on the flat. So
there's a reason why he got whooped yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, did he run yesterday?
He ran yesterday, got whooped.
Oh. Yeah. But
jumping the old hurdles.
Yeah, exactly. So you just never know. I wouldn't rule that out at all, but he'll be winning races and we'll have a lot of fun with him. He is well handicapped on the flat as well.
I just only came into my head there. Is he entered in the Galway hurdle? Jeff Kidder.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. Makes sense to have a prep run on the flat. If he is, because there's absolutely no reason to be running him right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say he's entered in something like that, yeah.
Oh, I'll have a bit of that. Right. The hardest part of the week. Nap's the next best for this week. Good Lord.
My nap is Diligent Harry. The next best is Willow each way in the Irish Oaks.
How did you get it that fast? I'm just going to have it.
Mine is Diligent Harry and my... You just...
I normally have a computer in front of me here. I can look around.
Diligent Harry and President Correct in the summer plate. That'll do.
I'm going to go Captain Tomcat for my nap and Logo Hunter as long as Came From the Dark doesn't run as my next best. But tricky week, yeah. Don't spend too much money.
It's an awful week. It's just not just Barry Oaks. See, not even the Oaks. I can't even say the Oaks is a good race. I'd say the Diligent Harry race and all them. That's the best race of the week.
Mm-hmm.
The Hackwood Stakes. Keep going to Hardwick.
Oh look, Galway is 2 weeks away. You know, that's always good fun. We'll have a good crack.
We'll have a proper preview of that. We'll probably do that on Talking Points. Not next week. Not this week, next week.
That's a good idea.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
that's starting a Tuesday. Monday.
That's
starting on Monday, so we'll be doing one on Wednesday. It could be racing Saturday. Yeah, we'll cover the whole of the Galway Festival. Not this week, next week.
If Sean is running, there is no way you're doing a podcast.
If Sean is running, you might see me in Galway. Okay, breakaway. Let's go to Galway.
Breakaway and a nice little spa for myself, and I can just see two other people in my bloody room on a Wednesday night now up in Galway. Pissed as farts.
No chance.
No,
I'll be working in it.
No,
so no chance for me.
No. Makes it even easier for him. Andrew's definitely coming now.
Kate, I have to go do work things.
I swore I'd never go back to Galway as well. Anyways, not
really?
that Galway is a lovely place. Just
the track never actually enticed me. There's something about it.
I'd only go this year because there's not many people.
It gets way too busy.
Yeah, it's way too busy. It's actually frighteningly busy.
Yeah,
it's a good 3 hours away though from here now.
Oh, more.
Yeah, more. Yeah, more like 4. I'd say.
Yeah, you're definitely closer to 4.
That's where you got to stay up. Though.
That's to stay over, and I need 2 days like jet lag. I need to
Limerick
recover.
to Galway road is good. The Waterford to Limerick road, not good. That's where your time is spent.
Oh, anyway, that's enough of this. Right. We are done for this week. We are back on Sunday for Talking Points, where we hope to God we have something to talk about. Otherwise, it's going to be a little short one. If not, Dave can come up with a quiz. Can't you, Dave?
We'll do something. We'll have
So,
plenty to
just
talk
put that
about
on
next
space.
week anyway, with this Panorama documentary coming out.
What?
Yeah, it's
There's a Panorama, BBC Panorama on horse racing, like
Over here?
irregularities and stuff going on. Both
Everywhere, I
Ireland
think.
and England. So
apparently they're going to include greyhound racing as well, are they?
yep. So that'll be interesting. I think it's Monday or Sunday night. 9
It's
o'clock.
Monday, I think. It's Monday, and I think it's based on like what happens to horses when they finish racing.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Like it's not like, oh, this is great and look at that lovely horse.
You would hope
Oh.
you would hope they'd be balanced and show you some of the things that do happen to horses when they finish racing.
Panorama don't have
Panorama
that.
don't do that.
No.
They're like negative.
Do you know who else doesn't do that? ITV, a half an hour after the first stage of Cheltenham Festival.
I'm looking forward to Cheltenham. That's coming soon.
Roll
Long
on
way away,
Cheltenham.
but soon.
Roll
It
on
is
the
soon.
October meeting and the November meeting.
I wrote on September where we can start doing the Cheltenham Festival Ante-Post videos again.
Oh yeah,
I have 5 already.
nice.
Anyway.
You're going to be shocked for my first one. I'm going to save it till September.
Sean Austick for the Mayor's Hurdle.
on it until September. And
Remember when I said Tiger Roll last year? And everybody was like, "You're having a fucking laugh."
Yeah, I
And
do.
then he won.
Remember when you said, Bob, you said he won't even make it around. Remember that?
All of them are going to be Henry the Bromheads. Yours and yours. So
No, they're not.
ram them off here now. 5 or 6 of them.
No, there's not one in my head.
Come
But-
off it.
It's
There's
not-
not one in my head that's a Henry Bromhead.
Bar Honeysuckle winning the marsh. On that note, we will see you on Sunday.